Man, I have lost the camera for the last couple weeks, and I just found it. I was stressing out so much about it, but I'm glad it all worked out since I hadn't made a video in forever, but that's kind of my MO. Videos are a lot of work. A lot of you all putting out consistent content. Kudos to that, man. It is tough, but I want to do a quick rip today. Had this get dropped off. Not quite what it is, but you know, it's got the horn and the team fouls. Something sports related. You know, damaged. Not that we all are a little bit damaged, but you know, I figured we'd break it down, see what's in it. I have a feeling that's going to be some silver contacts points on this board, which can be really good, nice silver plated stuff if you go for silver. There's also a lot of really great ants on it if you're into ant farming. So we all start. I do see a little gold antenna place, got nice plating. Go ahead and snip the cord. My cord buyer, you know, my cord buyer pays us the same price whether it's this, like, you know, hard drive computer cables, or if it's like the thick stuff that, you know, from a vacuum cleaner or power cable. It's the same price. Plug it under a knot, so instead of having to process that stuff, we just throw it in big buckets. All right, so it's an aluminum frame, it looks like. It's got some Phillips head on the back. Go ahead and get that. And how's everyone been doing? I've been watching a lot of Scrapper and eWaste channels. Really appreciating Sharky Scrapper, the Irish Scrapper. They've been doing a lot of kind of live question and answer sessions and getting some great information off them. I've been kind of in the plotting and planning mode. You know, I have been working on a book about how to kind of doing what we do. Ooh, that's annoying. So it's going. Oh man, there are lots of ants in there. I hate to. Whatever. I don't really want to spray. And cut. I'm gonna spray. All right. Barnabas is out in like a field area, so it's, you know, we got things living under. Ants get in every once in a while. We had something a couple weeks ago. I'm very thankful it happened on the weekend, but something obviously died in the wall or underneath, and it was, I think it was a rat or something. It wasn't like crazy big, but it was enough to stink up the place. And that Friday and Saturday and Sunday, we couldn't even be in here without full like fans and masks. And by Monday, it was very manageable. The smell, that would have been horrible for all the employees that have to sit through it. But we are still looking for a place. And you know, I'm not really in that big of a hurry. Barnabas is really nice size. It's paid for, so I have no overhead as far as rent goes. So I think this is steel. I don't know. No, it's really nice aluminum, painted aluminum. My yard will buy it as clean, even though it's painted. So clean it goes. So if this place where I also live is extremely expensive, the commercial property is just, it's quite unreasonable actually. A lot of people can't even stay in business. But if something pops up and it's the right fit, we'll grab it. But it's nice to have options, honestly. We're going through our hiring procedures right now. Oh man, lots of that. It's good that they're not the fire kind. So it's nice to be able to stack capital, not have to worry about paying rent to some faceless commercial property owner, which most of them aren't even individuals anymore. They're like investment groups that buy up all the places, and then they can kind of control the market price on what rent's worth. It's kind of the oldest trick in the book, as far as controlling markets, and completely legal. That's kind of what we're facing in this, where we live in Tennessee. More aluminum. Kind of seeing some conversations about price fluctuations online. But real quick, this aluminum plate, it's like, you know, it's got this plastic thing. I'll probably could still sell it as clean. It's just a very thin strip. Yeah, and it's just not worth it. So buy damaged aluminum. I'm still gonna throw it in the clean pile. And worst case scenario, they say, nah, that ain't clean. And I have really good yards of kind of, one of them so big they probably don't even know who I am. But you know, some of the other ones are smaller, and I have a relationship with them to some extent. Okay, so this is what I was like the most curious about. Is like I've in the past I found some of these old vintage push button, you know, whatever they are, and they have these little discs, these silver discs, and they really look heavily plated. I don't know if that's the case on this one. Did ANTS one more spray? Yep, it is the case. Now it could be I haven't actually refined them, so I could be in a surprise that it's like nickel or stainless steel. And it probably is, but it looks silver plated. This one's a little bit more shinier than the ones I've found in the past. Not as impressive, but I'm gonna go ahead and pull this plastic up if I can. And oh, this comes up freely. Not bad. So it's almost like, you know, keyboard Marlar. I mean, it is keyboard Marlar. It's not but almost. It's just much different. It's a lot thicker. And I'm not going to put this with my Mylars because it's got a lot more other stuff on it that I don't know how that's going to affect it. I've started to collect Mylars again because I think every, you know, kind of eWaste yard mining specialist should be kind of thinking in terms of growing their expertise when it comes to refining, backyard refining. I think it kind of goes hand in hand, and I think a lot of the book, I'm not a professional refiner. I'm in groups of people that just, it's amazing what they can do. But I've been studying it for years, and I know I can do it. I just need to set the space and the intention to set the lab up and get it done. But you know, I've got some furnaces, and I've been melting and, you know, doing jewelry like 14 karat melts and things like that. But you know, not a whole lot of the refining part. I'm going to put this in clean aluminum. And this, guys, you know, this is it sounds. I know it's hard to hear, but you start to listen to metal, right? And it sounds like it's silver plated. It has that. No, it sounds crazy. No pun intended. But I've been doing it long enough to know. Watch me not know shit, but put that in the silver scrap. But yeah, the board's really nice. I'm gonna go ahead and snip. It's got some nice little chunky chips on it. Looks like aluminum front. Probably won't take that off. I will take this 2-leg chip off, and everything else will go into mid-grade. Oh yeah, there's a clip that's holding it onto the board, so we'll take that off. Anyways, yeah, the having an understanding of refining metals, it's not gonna hurt, you know. It's only gonna make your craft be better at your craft. How it all works. Yeah, I'll do that later. And this is a nice sheet of aluminum. A couple black ants on it. It's interesting that they were in here. They must be like sugar or something. But yeah, nice big healthy sheet. Ooh, little gold plated washer. There we go. So yeah, that's the quick rip of whatever that thing was. Layered Technologies. It's got some nice gold plating where the antenna goes. Ribbon wire. So anyways, I hope y'all are doing well. Glad we can make a video. Glad I found my camera. Yeah, have a good one, guys.